Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars The Black Series Darth Malik action figure. This is a 1/12 scale action figure. This is from the Gaming Greats line. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Fortunately, if you do not like the plastic free packaging, this is what it comes in, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the packaging for you guys. The logo at the top. There's the artwork of the figure, the saber, the Gaming Greats logo, Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic, Darth Malik. Now, if you're buying these for your small little collectors, be careful. Small parts in this packaging, and there's a risk of choking hazard for children under the age of 3. Recommended at least for ages 4 and above. And these are made by Hasbro, of course. There's the back of the packaging. It's pretty cool. Here's the side. The Gaming Greats here on the top. And then we have the figure. Doesn't look like you get very many accessories. Looks like you just get a saber. We'll check that out. And here we go. Magic free processing in different languages. Sorry, I just started snickering about that. It's just retarded. Here we go. This is nice artwork of Darth Malik. That's really cool. If you don't keep your packaging, then you can maybe cut that out for some pretty cool artwork and some kind of creative display. Here's the top of the packaging. It does have the hook. Here's the bottom. Here's the UPC. Now, I don't know if these don't help you or not. I'm not sure if these are going to be available in stores or not, or if you're going to find them or not. I got mine from Hasbro Pulse as a pre-order, so that's how I have it. So I think these pretty much retail for like $27.99 if you get them from, a good dealer. And here's how he's packaged inside in his body bag. And the first thing I noticed, and I almost started cheering, was I seen that soft goods cape, and I'm like, woohoo! Is that a plastic? Oh, obviously we got plastic waist skirt, but okay, you got to give and take a little bit here. But check out this tissue paper. It comes in and has the Gaming Greats kind of right on it. See that or not? It's worth showing you, I guess. Alright, so let's check him out. He looks fantastic. Besides the soft goods that caught my eye first, that head sculpt looks pretty nice. Let's get a close-up at that if we can. Wow, that does look really good. So he has like this white skin tone mostly for his head. He has the blue. It's either, I don't know if that's tats or if that's just his species or not. So I think he's human. I don't totally remember, to be honest with you. But he has some brown. You can see the damage to his flesh here on the side of his head, where now the gunmetal jaw piece comes in at. That's very cool. On this side, you can see more of that skin damage. See if I can get the focus a little better. That's pretty cool. The back of his head. The back of this jaw piece has this black vent. That's pretty nice. Here's the top of his head. I love this silver. Or it's more, yeah, this is more silver than, oh, maybe it's just a light. For some reason this side looks darker than this side, but this is, I guess it does match this collar piece. There's a little bit of red there in the center, a couple buttons. And then he has a soft good cloak, which just comes down the one side of him, which is fantastic. Pretty cool. His overall aesthetic is a red design. He has his chest armor here. There's a different shade. This is more red than the rest of the figure. Just this chest piece here, which is very nicely sculpted. It's very cool. And you can see the ribbed sculpt work through his arm here. Here's his hand. Same for this arm. Then he has this PVC piece that hangs down from his belt, which is like a black belt with a silver buckle. And then we have a handle piece here that you can put the lightsaber handle here. And he does have this very like a dark brown, very stiff PVC. Now that's just, that to me just ruins the figure. I can't see why we can't get soft goods, especially for a character like this. Soft goods here and here would have made this figure premium. He is a nice figure. I wanted the figure just like everybody else. It's just I'm picking out what I think would have made this figure perfect. Which nothing's perfect, but you get what I mean. It made us have like a more premium feel. So with the red pants, you can see the sculpting and the ribbed design there. And the way the knee pants is sculpted, as the pants comes down, they hide the joint on the knee. Which is, I'm starting to see that more and more in a lot of the figures. Then we have the black boots. We have like kind of plates here, and on top of his foot. It's actually attached to the boot. It kind of looks like that at least, but it's all black, so it's hard to tell. But there's definitely some sculpting in the boots. Very cool figure. The only thing I said, I have no complaints about the overall aesthetics, except for I just wish we had do soft goods for the waist skirt than the PVC. So maybe they bring it out again. We can, buy the figure again and just get that piece. I mean, isn't that what they do? But anyway, let's check out the articulation. For the head, it rotates 360. Looks back and forth. Side to side. Not too bad. A ball joint. The arms. Let's see if we can just ruin his cloak here, or his cape. You can almost, for some reason, this one doesn't want to raise as high. Oh, there we go. There's actually a piece in there, right there. That's inside that joint, so it kind of got caught up in there. If you can see that or not. And we'll just get a T-pose. I'm not going to force this figure because it does have this collar piece here on his shoulders that kind of hits that. Single jointed elbows. I mean, why? I don't know why. When you have a premium figure like this, you can make it fantastic for the collectors. But you get better 90, so it's not too bad. For the wrist, 360 obviously, and it looks like we have the down and up on this hand. So there's the joint, and on this one, it's the same. So you have basically the down and up. For the chest, you can go back and forth, all side to side. It's hard to hold that because you got the motion here and here. Then you got motion at the waist, which increases the range. Side to side. 360 here at the waist. Now, he has this whole piece right here is a PVC sculpted. All this little, which is the bottom of his shirt, is all one piece. For his legs, that's the extent of the split right there. Can he sit? No. The PVC is too thick. It's not going to give it all. That's it. Without risking and causing some plastic wear. He does have thigh rotation, 360. This way. About that far. Let's take a look at his knees since they are hidden here. He's going to pop down. And they look to be, there's those single joint knees. You have the swivel there. It's not half, maybe 180 because of the way the pants are. Single joint knee. Again, should have had double joint knees. Boot. Is there a boot cut? No boot cut. It just swivels there at the knee. 60. The feet do pivot down pretty far. A little bit up, and then this goes around the ankle. It gives you the side-to-side rocker aesthetic. So there you go. I think he's cool. I mean, if I had to just to go to my pros and cons now, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees should have been. Soft goods on the waist skirts should have been. So that's my 2 cons. Pros, he's a beautiful looking figure. I love the head sculpt. I love the paint. The silver paint is fantastic. I love the soft goods cape here. The sculpt is good on the arms. It does look ribbed. I mean, he does fit the aesthetic. I mean, they did pretty good sculpting. Articulation is pretty good except for the knees, and elbows could have been better, but you do get decent range on the elbows, so I can't complain there. But that is my pros and cons. So with that being said, let's take a look at his saber. Okay, here is his saber. Now, be careful when you guys pull this removable blade out. You gotta make sure you pull straight out. Try not to bend up or down, because you'll bend that little tab in there and you're gonna wish you never did that. So be very careful, because it's kind of stuck because of the silver paint. So be very careful. But let's see, here's what it looks like. Ignited, I guess. See how that pops out? You gotta be very careful. I'll pop a pig off. There's his red saber. His lightsaber handle is sculpted very nicely. Mostly the silver paint, which, if you've been a collector for a long time, you know what happens to silver paint. I don't have to tell you. With the black throughout the handle, especially for living humidity environment, you got to be careful with the paint softening, and then obviously, you know, paint coming off on his hands, coming off on his wherever this silver's touching. You don't want to get any paint on this. It's kind of sticky. Come off onto the soft goods at least. That's really cool. That's a great looking saber. Obviously, we can turn him around here. And let's get rid of this. And then we can put his... how would we want to display this? It would be up to you. Okay, you could have it like this. To where, you know, it kind of looks like that. Because you want to reach around and grab it. Then you add on there if you want to do that. Which is pretty cool looking. Or you do have options. You can put it like this. If you want to do that. I am not totally sure how Darth Malik carries his saber, or something I might have to look into. If you know, comment down below, let me know. Because it makes more sense than to reach around and grab the handle, pull it out. I don't know. It depends what hand he will disable with. But at least you can store that. Unfortunately, you know where you store the lightsaber piece, because, I mean, obvious reasons. But it's nice to have a place to keep your accessories on your figure. So we'll put this back in here. It pops right in, if you guys heard that or not. There it is. And I always do go for the right hands. The hands are pretty soft. I think it's a little thin when I first touched it. This is one of these figures that are going to be probably hard to find in stock, because he's such a fan favorite. So I'd be very careful. Once you get one, you don't want to risk breaking it, because it may be hard for you to find another one. And that's why I'm trying to be very careful with mine, because I think he's fantastic. His saber, I don't know, guys. Do you think his saber's a little too short? Think it's out of scale? Let me show you. It looks a little small. I don't know why, but the saber looks just a little bit small. And especially in thickness, and maybe just it should be a little bit longer. But maybe it's just me. Could be an optical illusion. But you can see how well he holds it. Very cool figure. I very much, appreciate my purchase. So, like I said, nothing's perfect, but it's a decent figure. The head sculpt's really nice. There's no articulation on the jaw. Nope. It's not removable or anything. So, alright guys. I hope you guys like this review of Black Series Darth Malik. He's a cool figure. I do recommend him. I got mine from Hasbro. I want to say Hydro. Hasbro Pulse, $27.99 on a pre-order. I don't know if they're in stock or not now. I got it in the mail, surprisingly, and didn't know it was even coming. It's just on my porch. So there he is. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. We're going to be taking a look at Batista Sean next, so you don't want to miss that. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you want this figure to pass, what you like, what you don't like. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.